And hello. We are live. We are live. We are here. Let me just wait for the stream to come back so I can hear myself, hopefully, and make sure that the microphone is fully working. Yeah, there we go. I can hear myself. We know I'm not muted. Ha ha ha. Yes. Wow. This has definitely got more delayed and put off than I ever wanted it to. But a bunch of things came up and I was just too busy and but we are here. We are about to start. Now, the big plan is we are going to just plow through things. And what I mean by that is I am obviously going to start just going ham with everything, trying to catch up as quickly as possible because the 3.0 patch launches in 2 days. And the maintenance period for it starts technically, I think, in like 30 hours or so, a little over 30 hours from at least right now when I'm speaking live, a little over 30 hours from now. So that means I don't have a lot of time to catch up with everything before 3.0 launches. And I'm going to be 100% real. Yeah, I'm not going to be done with everything before 3.0 launches, unfortunately. I mean, I expected that. I just knew it wouldn't happen with how busy I've been doing other things. But yeah, so the plan is I'm going to do as much as I can. Obviously, with streaming, I'm separating things. So on Twitch, the stream will just be continuous. It will not end. It'll just continue. But on YouTube, I will be dividing up the streams into different VODs based on what I'm doing in the story. So obviously, this VOD you're watching right now on YouTube is only for the Ciaccona story quest. And once I'm done with the Ciaccona story quest and I end that part of the stream, that VOD for that on YouTube will end. But I will continue streaming on Twitch. Then I will start up a new YouTube live stream VOD, which will be just for the Solaris Seaside Story reaction, which is like the fan art and stuff that Wuthering Waves promoted. I'm going to do that. The stream on Twitch will be the same stream, but it will be a separate stream VOD on YouTube. That way, people who are looking specifically for that can find it. And also, especially with the Solaris Seaside story, it's copyrighted. So, or at least the last one was. So I don't want the whole VOD to get copyrighted because of the one section where I'm checking out that Solaris Seaside story. If I am still down and I am not exhausted out of my mind, I will continue after that, and we will do the next thing in Wuthering Waves, which, if I am correct and I look through my playthrough, would be the 2.4 main story. Now, that is only if I am still energetic enough to sit through. It's probably like an hour, well, hours, like 4 or 5 hours of story playthrough. If I'm still able to do that, we will do that today. We will get that done. We'll do that live. And then while Wuthering Waves is under maintenance and obviously can't play it, that'll be when I either do the 3.7 story for Honkai Star Rail, which I'm behind on, or when I catch up to Duet Night Abyss, because there's like 2 story quests, character story quests I haven't done in that, and then there's the 1.1 Duet Night Abyss story that I still haven't done, which is going to be my final test for Wuthering Waves. Or not Wuthering Waves, for Duet Night Abyss. Wow, I'm getting all the games confused. The 1.1 story is going to be what I determine if I'm going to still play Duet Night Abyss. So I'll probably play that when the Wuthering Waves servers are down. So that'll be something I deal with in the future. But for now, it's going to be this Your Summer Will Never Wither event, which is the Ciaccona story, which was technically also the 2.3 story. Then I'm going to react to the Solaris Seaside story fan event. And if we are still, me, and I mean me by we, if I'm still energetic enough, we will also do the 2.4 main story. That's the plan. Of course, on the YouTube side of things, all of that, once again, will be separated into their own VODs because of copyright, and because then it makes it easier for people to like search reactions to certain story quests and progressions. But on Twitch, it's just going to be one long continuous stream. So with that lengthy explanation out of the way, there's a couple quick things I wanted to go over and regarding other things. It has been a while since I've streamed. That is very, very unfortunate. I should probably focus on, being more consistent. I need to set up a schedule. I need to figure out if people, I mean, I would hate to do it. I don't like getting up in the morning. But if there are more people who are awake in my morning time, I can get up then and I can stream then. Because obviously, I've said this in multiple of my streams, I am out of work. It's not very fun. I am like DoorDashing. I'm doing flex jobs, gig work to earn the little bit of money that I need to actually pay my bills, because I have a decent amount saved up. So I don't really need to worry too much about money while I'm still looking for work. But because of that, I am pretty free. So if there's more people who are able to watch live in like my morning time or my afternoon or my evening time, I can switch, and I need to start getting more regular, and that'll be the time I stream. So I'll probably put up a poll or something, maybe. I don't know. Not a lot of people follow me on Twitter, and then YouTube, the YouTube post polls tabs never gets a lot of engagement. It gets the occasional burst of engagement, but I don't know. So I'll have to look into seeing if it's worthwhile to putting up a poll there, or if I ask in like a standalone video. I don't know. It's definitely something I'm going to have to consider, but I need to be consistent, because if I'm not consistent, it's just not going to help with growth or anything. But speaking of being consistent with growth and streaming, another thing I want to mention that I think I want to test the waters with. Obviously, for like the bigger story patches and bigger things, like the bigger reactions or bigger story quests and all these games, I'm going to be multi-streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, because then I have a live VOD already saved up on YouTube. I don't need to do a lot to it. It's there. It's perfect. It works out better. But I don't know if necessarily I'm going to want to stream all the nitty-gritty stuff. So I tested that. A couple hours ago, I streamed Zenless Zone Zero, but I didn't stream a story or an event or anything. No. I just streamed me grinding through some endgame stuff and chatting. But I did that on Twitch. I was saving up a bunch of premium currency because the 2.5 patch in Zenless is going to be huge, and there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to prep in that. So I was just grinding on that. And because I was just so busy grinding on that, but because it wasn't like a main story thing, and I didn't feel like a lot of people would want to go out of their way just to watch that unless they wanted to watch me live, which for the 3 people that did show up on that one, thank you. But because of that, I did that only on Twitch. And I think potentially that may be the route I go down in the future. Big story quests, big things, I do on both YouTube and Twitch, because then I have a VOD saved up on my YouTube that people can find me by. But when it just comes to like those little grindy things or preparations or other things like that, I might only stream on Twitch for those. That would also help me be more consistent with just streaming in general, because I don't have to worry about coming up with a massive plan of what I want to do on stream to make the entire stream entertaining. I don't have to worry about that because I can just stream, definitely not every day, but I can stream multiple times on Twitch, just doing whatever. And then the big streams like story quests and stuff like this is multi-streamed. That's up in the air. Maybe I do that. Maybe I don't. I'm just like proposing ideas. Because I feel that also helps then with me being late to everything. Like, I've actually been on time for the last 2 big, the Linnae reactions for Wuthering Waves. I was on time for both of those. And then the reaction to the NDE trailer, the Neverness to Everness trailer that just recently came out, I was on time for that as well, which is shocking. I'm never on time for those things, but I was finally on time for that. And I figure if I stream more often, I can then watch those things live and then edit those videos later. But I'm doing a lot of rambling, as I always do. I always start these streams off with a ramble. That's just me in a nutshell, is ramble, yapper, talker. But essentially what I want to do is start on that Ciaccona story, which is the 2.3 story. So let us switch on over. All right, and let me make sure that we have switched on over. I know sometimes my OBS is a little fun to deal with. Here we are. So your summer will never wither. So I'll pull it up on here too, this beautiful artwork here. Your summer will never wither. So this technically is the 2.3 main story, was this event story. And it also could be classified as Ciaccona's companion story, I guess you could call it. So I'm super excited. I am obviously super behind on everything, but I've been trying to do everything in the release date order, which is why things have definitely gotten slow and I need to catch up and oh my goodness. But definitely I'm going to check this out, and then we're going to continue. So your summer will never wither. Head to the Margarita between 8 and 12. So let me set the time correctly real quick. Tomorrow at 8. And of course, for our wonderful YouTube VOD watchers, I should probably do a quick little introduction for where I'm going to set the timestamp at so that they can skip all my yapping at the start if they don't want to listen to it. Which I find sad, because I like, even though there's no one here, I like yapping into the camera. I don't know. It's easier to talk to the camera than it is to talk to a person. Wow, that is sad when that came out of my mouth. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to get started on this, and then we're going to just continue grinding as much as we can.
It would be.
So, I guess I should probably do an intro. I got a nice little protein bar, a meat snack, some water, and our wonderful drink of the day. Ha ha ha. I have everything prepped so that I don't have to get up from this chair and we can just grind things. And go. So, I guess I will do the quick little introduction for the VOD watchers who skip everything, and then we'll head into it.
May I pray for anything?
Hello, everyone who has used the chapters and timestamps and whatnot. You skipped all my rambling. That makes me sad. Anyway, for lack of any other things to share, we are now going to start on the Your Summer Will Never Wither event. This could also be determined to be technically the 2.3 main story or the Ciaccona companion story, but whatever you want to call it, it is important, and I am super excited to finally experience it. So, without further ado, we're going to begin this quest. Head to dine. Oh, it's Carlotta. My favorite character so far. I love her so much.
Rover, fancy running into you here.
Fancy running into you here as well.
Won't you dine with me? Ms. Margarita asked me to sample her newest pizza. But my goodness, these portions.
Oh. Well, not all of that looks like pizza. You also got pasta, steak, and what are these? Cookies that are shaped like fish? Biscuits, perhaps? Look who it is watching from afar.
Did you hear what the Order's acolytes found while clearing the abandoned library? A manuscript of a poem with an accompanying music sheet.
Oh.
The public has already caught wind of its contents. Did you know it was signed as Golden Anthem?
Golden Anthem. Okay, well, let's use this wonderful feature here. Golden Anthem. Once a reputable poet society in Raguena consisting of 3 members, Farrell, Selena, and Rimbod. They composed numerous anthems and poems glorifying the Sentinel and the Order, but were later accused of blasphemy by the Order and sent on a pilgrim's sail. They vanished thereafter without a trace, and mentioning of their names is now forbidden in Raguena. Oh. Okay.
They say it was their last work, written aboard the pilgrim's sail. I reckon the original finder fished it out the sea and put it in the library, not knowing what it was.
I don't think you're supposed to be chatting so loudly about this, my good street musician, sir.
Shh, quiet. They're criminals.
Yeah.
Best not mention them in public.
The Golden Anthem. Carlotta, do you know?
That name is not to be spoken of in Raguena.
Ah, lovely.
Simply put, the Golden Anthem was once a renowned poets' society. Their 3 members were once the Sentinel's cantors, but the Order banished them for insulting the divinity.
Ooh.
Allegedly, their pilgrim sail caught fire and none on board survived.
Oh.
And thus, their last known work disappeared.
So they didn't actually get sent to the island. Their ship caught fire first. That makes me wonder if they actually survived and the fire was a ruse.
Well, since the manuscript is no longer secret, how does the tune sound?
Give me a second. Let me think.
What do you mean, let you think? Oh? Oh?
Hear that? It's exactly what they're playing now.
Oh? Oh? What is happening here? Okay. It's an uprising. They're uprising. What just happened?
Well, it would appear they were possessed by daemons, just as this very article suggests.
Well, look who it is. I don't think we can trust him. He's a sick-looking character, but after what we saw at the ending of the last main story, where he showed up next to Frolova, and he was very suspicious. So unless he's like an innocent bystander who just suddenly got wrapped up in the Fraxidus and is helping them, I don't think we can trust him. Obviously, Rover himself doesn't know that yet, but as the player, yeah, I don't think we can trust him. His design, though, is sick. But I don't know enough about him to form a solid opinion about him yet. So it's all up in the air, I guess you could say. It's you again.
Friends, it's been too long.
Cristoforo.
I gather you were also listening in on that conversation about the Golden Anthem's last work?
Yes, I was. How did you know that I was?
What did you mean by daemons?
Resentful of the Order's verdict, they committed to paper a curse upon Rinascita and Draguna. Those favored by the divinity were the most willing to raise the blade of rebellion, for they alone knew how to make divinity bleed and doctrines crumble. Though they died in exile to a great fire, their resentment festered in their music and poetry, transforming into horrors known as daemons.
I see.
Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna.
Okay, delightful.
This article was recently published in the Raguna Literary Journal. Quite the perspective, wouldn't you say? Vengeance born of resentment. Such dark and twisted characters are hard to resist.
You know, every single thing he shares with us and the way he shares us, it feels as if Cristoforo here is trying to mentally guide us down a certain perspective, a certain viewpoint. He's not necessarily like gaslighting us, I won't say, but he's definitely trying to lead our perspective on how we view things based on when and how he's introducing various things to us.
Perhaps someone unwittingly played that tune just now and opened the plushies to possession by the daemons. Then again, it's all conjecture. Those in the Poets Society died years ago, and who's to say what really happened?
See, it's how he words things like that. He shares his thoughts and opinions, and then he's like, but who knows? Maybe that isn't the case. But the way he's speaking implies that he's absolutely certain it's the first option, and that that's the only option we should believe it is. He's guiding us down a specific viewpoint, is what it's like, and I don't know.
Now, if those vengeful spirits really do exist, well, out of all the patrons here, they went straight for you, Rover. Curious and curiouser. By the way, it just so happens that I made a copy of the Poet Society's last work.
Did you now?
Here, take it. Consider it a little souvenir from your spirited encounter. Maybe it'll prove useful later. Goodbye, friends. A change of venue is in order. I must finish my play.
I see. All right, let's read this. I'm going to do my best in all these future playthroughs to actually read through all of this stuff, because apparently it is very important, not only to the lore, but for people who watch the VOD, it's nice for them to be able to just listen to someone reading it and not have to read it themselves, I guess. So I'm going to do my best from now on to anytime something like this pops up, I'm going to read it. So without further ado on to that, let's read this. The manuscript's excerpt. Wow, if I could read English. Goodness. Swept away by the storm are the cicadas of the Water Kingdom. Wheat straws lay adrift in the village's oaken wine mugs. Prolonged nights of summer. Lost souls wander between streets and alleys. Withered leaves fall into autumn's abyssal tranquility. Rust of decay form on utensils of holy communion. Desolate winds of autumn, acolytes measure the inclination of divinity with rotten scales. Frost cover pupils of stained glass, the confessional fills with silent ash, sleepless night of winter. A wandering bard holds a frozen lute, playing sounds that never reach. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing inferno shall forge Raguna's true gold. Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna. Let this sail take us past the towers, past the surrounding walls, and past the sentinel sculptures as we descend silently into hell, till this sound drowns into the brilliance of the sunset. Okay.
Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna.
That really gonna happen?
Unverifiable, yes, but not entirely dismissible. That said, a peculiar entity did indeed manifest, and it attacked you. So, let's start at the very beginning. I have a friend who's an expert in deciphering music.
Ciaccona!
I believe you've met her before.
You know, another thing I do want to mention, there's so many names that start with C. We have Ciaccona, Carlotta, Cardathea, and Cantarella. And they all are from this region. Lot of names starting with C.
She who resembles Topaz should still be near Whisperwind Haven at this hour.
There it is. Your summer will never wither. All right. Now, where could she be?
In her world, poetry and music hold
Oh.
equal sway. Shh.
Oh, this is
Listen
so
carefully.
pretty. This cutscene's so pretty. Mainly because of Carlotta. Carlotta's pretty, but look who it is.
All their hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings.
Okay, let the music play.
The song to find her.
Skyward forever, wild and free.
Well, hello there, Ciaccona. I'm excited to pull for you next patch in 3.0 when you rerun, so I can finally get you.
Rover, Carlotta, it's been too long.
It has been too long. Hello there. Look at that smile. Look at that cute smile.
You really must adore that song. I remember hearing you sing it when I was little.
Actually, how old is she? You knew each other as children.
When I was a child, whenever I passed by Ciaccona's house, I'd always hear music drifting from the courtyard. Lively, spirited, and so full of emotion.
Oh, look at that. She's happy. She's like, haha, yeah, that's right.
I remember it well. Those two guards of yours were like giants from Septimont. Easily 200 pounds of pure muscle.
Back then, Ciaccona's family conducted the Order's choir.
Back then. So why is Ciaccona a wandering bard? Did you go against the order?
How should I put it? Well, as they say, families are always rising and falling.
Her family went against the order in some way, I bet. They had to have.
But a song is a song, whether sung in a grand hall or beneath the open sky. As for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs.
Okay.
Anyway, the two of you came in such a hurry. I suppose you're not here to take in the music?
No, but I would appreciate some music, so if you'd like to play some for us, I will not stop you from doing so. But unfortunately, that is not the main reason for our visit. As unfortunate as that may be. Yes, not an understanding. You have understood.
So you eavesdropped on a man rambling on in C3 Sharp, and then, poof, out pops a monster.
Yes. Yes. How sharp is C3 sharp?
Let me see. It should sound something like this. About that, Sharp Rover.
Okay. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. Yep, and just as grating. Oh!
I know, right? We should suggest to Miss Margarita that she add new signage. Sing with civility. It starts with us.
her putting on an accent just for that to imitate Margarita. Okay, I love it.
Can we discuss restaurant etiquette later?
No, I would love to detest restaurant etiquette at any time.
Of course. But I still need to know what kind of music could possibly have the power to conjure up those monsters of yours.
Yes. What kind of music indeed? Ah, we actually have it right.
Golden
Ciaccona.
Anthem. That name should never be spoken.
You know of it too, huh? Well, I'm not surprised, but...
They're criminals. To conspire with them is to risk banishment at sea. Or worse.
That's okay. The Order of the Deep can't harm us one bit. We got Rover on our side. The Order can't do shit. Rover will just beat him up. That's the Rover we know and love.
Don't worry. This won't be the first time we've crossed paths with the Order.
Oh, look at... See, Carlotta's smile. See, Carlotta's smile. Call her small, call her tiny. Carlotta is still big in my heart.
Fine.
Though it is kind of funny seeing her stand next to Ciaccona, right? That. Anyway.
From what you've told me, the composers of this poem cursed Rinascita, spelling the fall of Raguna. When the poem is played, some type of horror appears. If I understand correctly, that's what attacked you and Carlotta.
So, it's obviously not a rumor, because it actually happened, but that is...
If you ask me, this story is a right load of codswallop. I don't believe a simple little poem could curse Rinascita.
But something did happen.
Then you...
We need to get to the heart of this poem and music mystery. Let me join you. I can't resist a good adventure.
Well... Oh, okay. Okay. Well, look at this. This is... You know what? I'm not gonna hide things like this. No. Hi. Okay. Obviously, I'm gonna save things like this. Look at that. Look at how happy she is. Look at this. We're saving that. That's getting saved. She's so happy. Maybe I'll change the thumbnail after the live stream's done. It'll be that as the thumbnail. I don't know.
I'll help you find the link between the music and those daemons. But in return, I want you to hand these pages to me for safekeeping.
Ah, for safekeeping, you say? Ah, it's just a few sheets of paper. No problem. I'm sure you'll be
Then
able
we
to
have a
handle
deal.
it. A deal?
Since you believe this music summons them, how about we test it for ourselves? I've already memorized the sheet music.
Goodness gracious, you got skills if you did that.
It's risky, but there's no surer way to find out. Wouldn't you agree, Rover?
Of course. Seeing is believing, and I'm ready to fight. Let's go.
The final work of poets banished to distant seas and condemned to death. What, I wonder, did the verses forged in flames truly sing of?
That is a question. Where did you pull that out of? Okay. All right, we get our own private performance. Bum ba da da dum ba dum bum 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 ba 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 bum ba bum ba bum. Oh, it's attracting them. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Do we actually get to fight them? I assume so.
They are just like the ones that attacked us in the restaurant.
Okay, let me actually see. Ooh, wow. I haven't gotten to play Ciaccona, so I'm getting to see what her playstyle is like. Because obviously, she is important in the Cardathea team. So if I'm going to be getting Cardathea on her rerun next patch as well, in addition to... Oh, wow, and she leaves, like, illusions of her past self who sing?
Perfect chord.
Interesting. Obviously, I want to see what her ultimate looks like as well.
Now presenting a poem of finale.
Okay. Oh, what? Okay, you gotta time it?
Ooh, the pitch is lowered.
I don't know what I'm meant to be doing, but okay.
Tear them to pieces.
It actually plays this song too.
I engraft you new.
Okay. Well, that's cute. I'm gonna have to look up an actual kit presentation or something to understand how I should play her, though. Careful. Something seems off still. Intriguing and confusing.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing furnace shall forge Raguna's true gold. Is it saying Raguna will burn to the ground?
That does seem ominous, but it also is funny how they mentioned that their sail was caught fire. So it makes me wonder if they were predicting their own downfall?
They wanted their resentment to echo through the streets. Just by reading this, I can almost see their terrifying faces in the fire.
These voices. They're people of Raguna, aren't they? I think I heard Mr. C3 Sharp in the mix.
Ah, did you now?
If the poet's resentful souls gave birth to daemons, then shouldn't they sound like the poets themselves? Those voices were just people who read or heard their work.
Carries on their resentment through the people who read it. That's the horror.
Perhaps the voices themselves are what causes the daemons to manifest.
It's the visions, collective visions of a group of humanity which causes the horrors to come out and play. If enough people believe it's true, maybe it is.
In the legends,
That kind of thing?
Daemons are born of death and curses. But what we've seen isn't like that, no. They're more like horrors created from people's words and imagination. Of course, I'm just speculating. The voices were somewhat muddled. Perhaps I can refine the melody. This time, we need to listen harder.
Okay. How are we gonna refine it?
Let's find out what the true story really is. This is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring memories and stories to life.
That music sheet is no ordinary piece of music, is it?
No. Normally, you can't perceive the frequencies in a melody. But that manuscript lets you see the world as I do. That part with the daemons should be right here.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all.
It's the same as what we heard before. But now I see something. A balance scale with a crowd of people standing on one of the pans. What are they weighing?
The two sides of the scale represent differing perspectives.
A
Once a
debate.
work is made public, its meaning no longer belongs to its creator alone, but is shaped by the interpretations of its readers.
Well, then perhaps it's the interpretations of people that have changed it into what it's become now.
Perhaps it was a simple poem at first, nothing more.
Ha, called it.
But then that article claimed it was a curse upon Raguna. Given that members of the Golden Anthem were banished on the Pilgrim's Sail and died in a fire, the notion quickly took hold.
It's like that meme of your English teacher. Now, why did they determine that the doorway was blue? It was meant to unveil the underlying sadness of the author through their character as they step through the blue door. You speak to the author. I just like the fucking color blue. What fuck more you want from me? Like, it's that meme. It's that. It's just people digging too deep, trying to find something, and in doing so, it's caused misunderstandings and misinterpretations. That's what it kind of feels like, potentially. Unless there actually is a curse.
No one knew exactly what happened, so they filled in the gaps with their imaginations. With motive and a complete story. Perhaps that's all it took for a lie to become the truth. Each time someone plays their last work, it summons daemons. This is the Golden Anthem's revenge and curse upon Raguna. Still, words and imagination alone cannot bring something into existence.
There has to be a power behind it. Or someone's forte. You know, Wuthering Waves cooked with the forte system, because honestly, they can basically just bring anything into existence into the world and be like, yeah, it lines up, it makes sense. Forte system. Obviously. They cooked with that. Unless there's a resonator involved.
Yes. Someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows is the author of that article? Daemons are bound to their creator, so it might not be a coincidence you felt them target you at the restaurant. There could be a connection between you and this mastermind. Or perhaps they have their own reasons for wanting to see you silenced.
So a couple potentials come to mind. Maybe it's Cristoforo. Or maybe it's like some NPC acolyte from the Order, or maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of things that come to mind that I'm thinking. But will these daemons affect Raguna? Is the real question.
Imagination knows no bounds. If left unchecked, such incidents will only increase. For resonators, dealing with them isn't much of a challenge. But for ordinary folk, it's enough to spark panic across the city. Finding the one pulling the strings should be our priority.
Okay. I'm loving this background music. It's very, I don't know, I guess bard music is the best way to describe it. But, like, I love it. Anyway, Panic in Raguna. The real ending still has some missing pieces, so let's try again. Alright, let's try again to find the story's real ending. So we replay the story. Resume from choices, okay? Consume inspiration to unlock more endings to the story. Inspiration is restored by 1 point daily. Use it to unlock special choices. Ooh, am I not going to be able to finish the entire story in one stream? That would be unfortunate. Let's try the first inspiration. How do we actually catch this mastermind?
If the daemons are born from the public's imagination, then things will shift once we catch whoever is responsible for starting this in the first place. This mastermind has gone to great lengths to twist the facts, stirring fear and turning it into resentment. Maybe an attempt to cover up certain stories about the Poet Society. He must be tied to them somehow. If we can learn more about the Golden Anthem, we might be one step closer to catching him.
People's interpretation and imagination of music and poems are what brought these daemons into being. Yes.
Music and poetry are born from kindness and hope. Yet now they've been twisted to create these monstrosities.
And I'm assuming as a bard, you are not pleased by that, are you?
Whoever is behind this won't just sit back and watch.
They're gonna try and interact with things.
The thought of confronting them is already inspiring me to write a ballad. What should I call it? Which instruments would fit?
Okay, she's excited.
Our enemy hides in the dark, while we remain in the light. If that's the case, we need to split up. With your tenacity and Ciaccona's expertise, we will uncover the truth.
And Opal?
Someone has pointed a gun at Cat's Eye. Someone ought to pull back the curtain and expose them.
I love how we just use code names with each other. I love it.
The family has its ways. Tracing the article's source and finding this mastermind won't be a problem.
So, where should we begin our investigation.
If we find melodies connected to the Poets Society, I can bring the past into clearer focus.
As always, goated feature here. Music is composed of frequency, as is everything. Thus, everything hums its own melody. Ciaccona's forte allows her to perceive these melodies. By retuning them, she crafts a sonorosphere in her hands, where stories and memories carried in music replay themselves. The deeper her understanding of the melodies, the richer the stories she can summon.
I've got it, Rover! I know a place where they've definitely left their mark.
And where would that be?
Let's go! Onward to new melodies!
Onward! Oh?
I really admire the wind. It's free to go anywhere without restraint. If only it could carry my poems into the hands of everyone across the world.
Oh. Don't mind me, I'm just gathering all the monai from, random luggage and cargo that's been dropped into this river. So, don't mind me. Beautiful singing. Okay, well, wait. We gotta grab this one. It's literally right in front of my eyes. I can't. Okay, there we go. Now let's continue. Whee! And where hath we gone? What is this place?
Ta-da! Welcome to Requiem Paradise.
Requiem Paradise. A shore where Renaissance poets and musicians bury their retired instruments. Oh.
This is where Raguna's musicians lay their old instruments to rest.
Oh, well. It gets explained literally next line.
For the people of Raguna, the sea is everything. We live and sleep by the sea, and our souls drift out to sea when we pass. Since an instrument is an extension of the musician, it's only fitting that it's buried by the sea. May its dreams be long and sweet before returning to the waves.
Okay.
I'm certain this is where the poets of the Golden Anthem laid their instruments to rest before their banishment.
Oh, so we're here to try and find their original instruments.
What's wrong? You seem troubled.
Have you found any leads?
Is that what's been on your mind this whole time? I say, if the answers aren't coming, let it all go and clear your mind.
All right, fully just think of nothing, blank slate it. All right then.
To be honest, I haven't found any leads either. But worry not, this is what we bards call a bottleneck.
I believe a lot of people would call a situation like this a bottleneck. I don't think that's exclusive to bards.
Once, I spent 3 days just trying to find the right words to describe a tree. Couldn't do it, not one word.
That sounds more like writer's block, not a bottleneck, but okay.
So, I stood under that tree and prayed for an apple to fall on my head.
Did it happen?
You know, just like in those stories where inspiration strikes after an apple hits you. And, well, at least you get a snack out of it.
Okay, well, she's just being cute. So, did an apple hit you?
Sadly, the apples weren't ripe and none fell. No free nibbles for me, unfortunately.
Oh? Oh? Oh?
Try it.
Are we in her sonorosphere already and didn't realize? What? Interesting. Is this an apple made from frequencies, essentially? Is that what this is?
It's a real apple.
Oh, it's a real apple.
Later, when I finally decided to leave, I looked up through the gaps in the branches and suddenly saw a blooming flower atop a cliff.
Okay.
Turns out, even without an apple, inspiration may yet strike. But if I hadn't stood there, I might have missed that unexpected burst of beauty. So, maybe this is enough. Let's put aside heavy thoughts and continue our walk with a clear mind.
Okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful artwork here. Okay. Beautiful.
I'm starting to understand why Carlotta calls you Topaz.
Sunlit.
Is that so? But I'm nowhere near as dazzling as the sun. If anything, I'd rather be like Icarus in the story. Soaring freely in the sky, even if it means falling in the end.
Ciaccona is a romantic, obviously. Well, I mean, she's an artist, she's a bard, a musician, so it makes sense. But she's a romantic. Romanticizes everything.
I sense the melody of an instrument close by. Let's search for it.
All right. As the waves crash upon us. Use sensor to fast locate optional. Or I could just smash all of these things, I guess, is what I get to do. So let's just smash things. I like smashing things, okay? Cause I get free stuff when I do that. So no need to make it quick. I get free stuff when I smash it. All right, she's looking over there. Obviously, there's this instrument here. So let's investigate this first, I guess.
A harp. It's in excellent condition, but its tone is flat and dull. Let's keep it for now and see if there are any other instruments nearby.
It's interesting how she knows how it's flat and dull. I wonder if she just uses a bunch of musical instruments and just has a complete understanding of a bunch of them. I don't know. And then investigate. What does this say?
A flute, but it sounds sharp and harsh. If this were a performance,
it would be quite unwelcoming.
I'd say it's trying to finish as quickly as possible, barely giving the notes a chance to breathe.
And right over here.
Is that a lute?
It appears to be so.
Its echoes are faint. Perhaps because it's been abandoned longer than the previous two. I'll need some time to decipher it. Wait. The sound may be weak, but there's an undeniable strength to it.
Is there now?
Rover, behind you!
Oh! More enemies. As always, they appear where we least expect
Seems this
them.
lute likely belonged to a member of the Poets Society. Which is to say, it holds the melodies they left behind.
Ah. I love how Ciaccona's just there in like a glowing form, just singing into the microphone.
Strike fast.
Almost basically soloed it with Jinchi there.
The timbre also matches. I believe this lute is exactly what we've been looking for.
Ah, so it was the lute that was our enemy.
Sometimes, even when the instruments are the same, the performer's mood can change the entire sound.
Yeah?
For example, this lute doesn't seek to boast. It speaks softly, like a traveler sharing a story over tea in the warmth of an afternoon.
That's certainly a way to describe it.
The true purpose of music is to express what words cannot.
It certainly has the style of a poet. Well, Ciaccona also has the style of a poet if she's able to describe using words that the music shares more than the words ever could. Kind of funny.
Rover, if there's something you want to say but can't put into words, if you sing it, maybe I'll understand.
Okay. I would like to win you on the first 10 pull. Anyway.
But I haven't even heard you sing yet.
Me? Perhaps another time. Once all this is settled, I'll perform for you. Be sure to listen closely then.
Okay. Well, I guess we're looking forward to it then.
Now, it's in the lute's hands. I hope this melody holds a tale worth telling.
I hope so indeed. A tale worth telling through the mysteries in the old lute.
Listen, I hear something up ahead. It seems like an interrogation room. This melody carries the weight of the Poet Society interrogation. Let's keep moving. Take care with each step. The melodies left by these instruments are extremely fragile. The realm we're about to enter will appear fragmented.
Okay.
We may find ourselves straddling vast rifts in time and space. A single misstep could draw us into other melodies, leaving us lost within them.
So, don't misstep. Got it. So what's happening here?
Farrell of the Golden Anthem. Know that Imperator is stern, yet merciful. The Codex teaches us that those whose sins are cleansed by the sea shall remain blessed by the sea.
It's very hard to trust anything any of these acolytes say after learning more on what's the truth behind them. I don't know.
It is a grave offense to slander the Sentinel. This includes your claim that the Sentinel's true form is a steed of the skies.
Oh, so they knew, because obviously we know the Sentinel for Renacida. It was the unicorn, the horse.
I was told you found this lie carved on a lithograph. In the face of the tempest, a giant celestial steed carved a path for the Ark. How absurd.
I think it's more absurd how the acolytes have tried to rewrite everything to suit their whims. It just makes you wonder on a lot of fronts.
If you admit you were mistaken at tomorrow's trial and reveal where you have hidden the evidence, I will move mountains to protect you and your companions. Remember, Imperator only responds to repentance, not silence.
You can't trust him.
I'm sorry, Sir Acolyte. I'm doing my best to cooperate. Please don't mistake my silence for defiance. It's just, this room is freezing, and I've caught a chill. Makes it hard to talk. I'm afraid that by the time I see the Sentinel, I will have lost my voice entirely. Perhaps then, they will judge you for silencing a poor transgressor's confession.
Oh, he's trying to flip it back on them.
As long as you repent and help us destroy those blasphemous poems and songs, the Sentinel shall show mercy.
The Sentinel shall, huh? Are you sure it's not you shall?
You are a wise man. I trust you will make the right choice. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Good night, Mr. Farrell. I will always be here should you wish to receive the Sentinel's mercy.
No need to worry, Sir Acolyte. In fact, I'm beginning to enjoy the cold.
Oh. Beginning to enjoy the cold.
Records show them as having ever repented in the Cathedral of Mercury.
Would you want to repent if you were being treated like
This melody is
this?
fading fast. Let's check if there's anything nearby to amplify it.
All right, let's listen to what they have to say. Selena.
I understand what Farrell was trying to do. We're not adventurous or mighty resonators. We don't even have the time or ability to determine whether that lithograph is real or fake.
You don't, huh?
Farrell only wanted to share the voice of uncertainty. He hoped someone might understand his doubts. Our fate has been sealed. All we can do now is choose what we believe and carry what we hope to be the truth to our graves.
Okay.
They don't sound like they're full of hatred at all. If anything, they appear to have anticipated what would happen.
Yeah, they seem quite resigned to what their fate
During
may
the
be.
interrogation, they kept their composure and did not offer fierce resistance. In fact, they even showed sympathy for the interrogator.
Everything seems to revolve around the Order. Could they be the ultimate mastermind behind this?
Well, you know, it is a classic theme in JRPGs and JRPG-inspired games that, plot twist, the Church is evil.
We don't know that for certain. But at least we now know the Poet Society would never place a curse on Raguna.
And what about you, my dear Rimbod?
Farrell's gone mad. He ought to have hidden the truth in our secret study.
Ooh.
Why would he
wanted to
sneak
hide the
this
truth.
dangerous knowledge into his poems and hand them out to children? We ought to have buried the truth.
You seem quite convinced that what you found is the truth. You seem quite convinced of that. I wonder if there's something that happened to them that made them so surefire that the fact that the Sentinel was a horse from the skies, as they called it. I wonder.
Buried the truth.
What are you thinking?
It just occurred to me. Is that our mastermind's true aim? Not only to bury the past, but also to silence those who know the truth. Like you. To that end, he stirs panic to deepen Ragonese prejudice against the Poet Society, using this opportunity to create monsters born from our words.
Oh.
Words and music are weapons without form.
And lastly, my dear Farrell, what hath you say for yourself in this dreaded Parisian prison?
I knew this was to be our fate. From the moment we uncovered that lithograph, I knew it would come to this. Still, I have no regrets. But if the Sentinel's true form is a flying steed, what does that make the Imperator we've pledged our faith to?
The Threnodian. The Threnodian, my dear friend.
All this time, we've been living nothing but a lie.
The Order's stance is that the Poet Society concealed blasphemous works, yet the Order themselves concealed the lithograph's existence. What were they afraid of?
So, Ciaccona, I may just blow your mind. The Poet Society must have discovered the Sentinel's true form. Because the Sentinel you've been told is the Sentinel is not. It's the Threnodian.
That's right! You must have seen the Sentinel in the inverted tower. To keep the Sentinel's true form a secret, the Order ruined the Golden Anthem's reputation.
And
melody
it
is
looks like
fading
the
faster
snore of
now and
Severe
becoming
is
unstable.
collapsing.
We should leave. We can continue our discussion later.
Whoop. Whoosh, okay.
Where is this place? A study? Ciaccona, are we? Ciaccona?
Oh, is Ciaccona not here with us? Oh dear.
We must have gotten separated. Ciaccona did say even a slight misstep could draw us into other melodies. Am I?
You are to build a home here, like seabirds. Dwell upon the water, just as countless stars dot the night sky.
That sounds like a young Ciaccona.
I don't know if what I'm feeling is right or wrong.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a young Ciaccona.
Cantors. Why would anyone call them criminals who insulted divinity?
Oh, so at such a young age.
This
Indeed.
is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write.
It's a young Ciaccona.
Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns.
And that's also Ciaccona's book. The book we saw her holding.
I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
It is quite interesting how I'm not noticing the horns. It makes me wonder, because we know when people awaken as resonators, sometimes things happen to them that changes their outward appearance. So it makes me wonder if that's part of something she obtained when she awakened as a resonator, or if maybe they just didn't grow until later. I don't know. It's weird. And also, Celestial Steed. What do they have for this? Let's read over it real quick. The autumn night's brightest constellation, shrouded in legends, a poet of golden anthem once wrote, I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing, and whose true form I behold. Such imagery always evokes Renesita's sentinel, but why soar towards it and behold its true form? Maybe the poem was intended to convey some sort of message.
Flame, celestial steed, true form I behold.
Let's follow her for now. Yes, let's. Perhaps we may learn more. Investigate over here. What's the Golden Anthem Anthology? Do not bring flowers to my grave, for I am not there, bound under this tombstone. I am in the sea winds at Raguna's walls. I am dawning lights that break through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial seed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold. The night sky will be illuminated by wings of flame, and I shall be reborn in immortal poetry. So long as people draw breath, lift your eyes and see. So long as this poem lives, it breathes life into me. Looking back at what I wrote in the preface, this anthology is attributed to the Golden Anthem. We wish these poems might offer a glimmer of hope to those lost in fate's journey, and to readers something to contemplate. Gather these scattered golden syllables as they are treasures tempered by fire and lingering sparks of human thought. And finally, thank you for opening this book. Is there any treasure or anything I should gather around here? Cultural insights. Literary works draw their vitality from two sources, the creator and readers. The creator gives it new life, while the readers help extend it through reading. Each time they share a piece of work or publish their thoughts and reviews, they breathe new life into it. Some may find the term life of a work elusive, as it's too abstract and intangible. However, a parallel can be easily drawn from human life. When discussing the concept of life, one essential topic is inevitably brought up: name. A name is a symbol of existence, one of the most important markers that separate individual lives. If one desires to feel the vitality of work, the most direct approach would be to feel its name. The various names bestowed by creators and readers. I once heard an eerie tale from a land in the east that spoke of a lady with skin as fair as snow who would stand in a snowstorm, cradling a wailing baby in her arms, begging the passerby to hold the baby for her. If some kind-hearted individual agrees to that request, they'd soon find themselves unable to let go, bound to freeze to death. Intriguing, isn't it? But by this point, it's a fascinating tale that evokes many distinct images that cannot yet form the entirety of life. But what if we give it a name, like the Snow Woman? Ah, Japanese mythology there, Yuki-Onna. This name alone captures the entire narrative and defines its essence. However, even with the name anchoring people's imaginations, the usual nature of words means each person takes the narrative differently. Hence, the life of a creative work is less controllable than human life. So, if one day people's understanding of a work is led astray, then words could turn into a devastating weapon. What would we do then? Show anger? No, absolutely not. Anger is the cheapest outlet of dissent. As creators, all we can do is believe. Believe that our words can live in their most genuine form. An exclusive interview with the Golden Anthem. Okay. Definitely getting more information as to what kind of people these Golden Anthem group was. Scattered journal pages. We can't just sit here and wait for it to happen. Is there anything else we can do? Anything. Ask for help. From who? I don't know who else there is to turn to. The Montellis? If it's the Montellis... No, wait. They value profits over anything. We don't have that kind of leverage. The street poets. That won't do either. We won't be able to control the spread. What about them? They're choristers. They would...
The night sky will be illuminated by wings of flame, and I shall be reborn in immortal poetry.
Because they cannot banish the truth, the Order of the Deep instead banished us to the sea.
Oh, so she was looking out over that. She recalls it in her memory.
Our thirst for truth is why we were cast out. No matter what, remember this. The truth will always exist. And the truth is gold that is unafraid of the fiercest of flames.
As the saying goes, the truth will set you free.
Can't get through, but the sounds are coming from over there.
It seems the reverberations, the frequencies are waning.
What is this place? Who are you?
Rover, come on now. It's obvious. That's a young Ciaccona. Look at her.
She's always been distant and aloof, but her true melody is both heavy and fragile. Ciaccona Toccata. As long as you still draw breath, lift your eyes and look. With this poem, your life is eternal.
Well, we've gotten a little bit of information about our dear, wonderful girl, Ciaccona, then. So she was there. She witnessed that. She saw it. Granted, she was a young child, but...
Rover, are you all right?
What did you do to me, Ciaccona?
Finally, I got you out of there. You must have been drawn into a different melody on our way out.
Well, obviously we're going to share with what we saw with Ciaccona. Why would we keep it a secret from her? I have a feeling that she could figure it out quite easily with her forte anyway. So, like, why hide things?
I just walked into his study and ran into a strange little girl. She seemed quite taken with the Poet Society's work. She mentioned a name. Ciaccona Toccata.
That was you, isn't it?
I see.
It was you from the past.
I don't know who you met, but Toccata is my family name.
And your name is also Ciaccona, so I would assume Ciaccona Toccata would have been a younger version of you.
As I said before, for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs. Just call me Ciaccona. We don't need to overcomplicate things. Well, we have made some progress. The melody we were in gave me a hint on what to do next.
The next stop is the Order. We're going to interrogate those fools, torture them. No, I'm kidding. Waterboard them. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Seeing as they banished the Golden Anthem, we might find more clues in the Cathedral of Mercury.
Ha! It's time to raid the coffers. The Order's coffers will be ours. Look for clues outside the Cathedral of Mercury. All right, well, there appears to be nothing over in this area, so we're just gonna save ourselves a little bit of the trouble. Just a little bit. No, we'll do here, because it's probably outside, just in case. I don't want to have to go inside, then go outside. Save us a little bit of time here. And that was not what I wanted to do. Wrong thing was equipped. Honestly, this is such a goated feature. Look at this. We can fly. I am kind of excited to see how traversal is going to work in 3.0, because I know it's like vehicles, like the bikes and shit, but I don't know. Just excuse me, I'm just flying through. Nothing to see here. Look for clues over here, huh?
Have you found her yet?
Oh?
No.
She's not here either. Oh, greetings, brother and sister.
Hello, what are you all so stressed about?
Might I ask, have you seen someone dressed like us who likes to walk with her head down?
I have not.
No. Razor doesn't like walking with her head down. She must have gotten into some trouble.
What are you all doing here?
We're in the Order's choir. We're rehearsing hymns to sing at the ceremony. Racer is our lead chorister. We took a break from rehearsing to play hide and seek. But when the time ran out, we couldn't find her.
Well, maybe she's just really good at hiding and you all suck.
Maybe she got mad at us because we sang badly. She hasn't smiled at us much since rehearsal started.
Can you tell your big sister here what hymn you're rehearsing?
Yes, Ciaccona the Bard will help.
The teacher says it's a hymn to honor the brave knights and the Sentinel's guidance. But Razor says the hymn was written by a bunch of criminals.
Oh, okay. You and Ciaccona realize that these criminals are in fact members of the Golden Anthem.
Well, which way did Racer go? We can help you look for her.
Really? She went that way.
That way? Well, it appears we're going on a bit of a fetch quest.
Onwards.
Where must the child be hiding? Look for the source of the song. Getting louder. Oh, she's petting the kitty. I love the animals in this game too. They're so cute. Jump scare.
Such a beautiful voice, isn't it?
You're the laureate. And you are?
This is Ciaccona, a wandering bard.
My name is Ciaccona.
A friend of mine.
Ooh, okay.
Don't be scared. We're only here so that you can finish your game of hide and seek.
Yes, the others were quite worried about you, little one.
Hide and seek, right. Myron and the others are waiting for me. Sorry I've caused you trouble.
Aww. Congrats on 100% part 1 of the game. Yes, it was definitely a struggle. A little bit of a struggle, but I achieved it. I was thinking I might want to do the same thing with the Rinascita area, 100% it before I start 3.0, but I realized if I do that, I would probably be like a month behind in starting 3.0, so I'm definitely going to 100% Rinascita as well, but just because of how large the area is, and because I'm so behind and I haven't even finished the main story stuff yet, it's probably not going to happen until after I start 3.0, because I want to stay up to date on the story. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. Obviously, this quest, the 1.3 base, this is, or not 1.3, I'm losing it. This was basically the 2.3 main quest, which is an event, which is also like Ciaccona's story quest. I'm enjoying it. Obviously, it's not going to be the same structure and pattern as a main quest, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless.
How about a little chat first? Something's troubling you. I can tell.
What is it that's troubling you, dear child?
What? Of course not. The ceremony is coming up, and the choir still has so much to rehearse. I'm fine.
Young ones today have so much talent. If I had the chance, I'd love to learn how to sing hymns.
Well, Ciaccona, maybe you could ask this young girl for help.
You know, our laureate here definitely knows how to sing hymns.
Why are you calling me out like this? What's going on? Yes, I do. Are we gonna hear the Rover's beautiful singing voice? Just tell me what's troubling you.
It's just... Before the performance, the choir has to listen to the same music, recite the same lyrics, and do the same rehearsals every day.
A bit too repetitive for you?
What's more, the hymn we're practicing, it was composed by bad people. Teacher calls them heretic poets. Myron and the others never complain. They're always eager to sing praises to the Sentinel on stage.
But not you?
But now their dreams are all dashed because of me. Myron, Patero, and Shear's voices are in perfect harmony, but I can never keep up. And I don't like this hymn. Myron and the others are too young to realize that heresy is a grave offense, but I know. I just don't understand why the Order wants us to sing songs written by criminals.
It is quite interesting how the Order is having them sing these songs that they also proclaimed were written by these criminals, that they outed, that they forced to go on the Pilgrim's sale, essentially, because they discovered the truth, but they're still using all their work, and it's like, well, they were heretics, but the work was not heretical, so we keep that. Like, what? I don't know. It's quite strange.
The more I thought about it, the more out of rhythm I became. In the end, I could barely sing at all.
But your singing just now was beautiful.
That song just now? I've already forgotten how it's supposed to sound.
Well, what do you think a hymn should sound like?
A hymn, as the books state, is a song of praise for the Sentinel who leads the lost to the abundant lands.
No, not that. I mean, how does it make you feel? Try to remember what you were feeling when you were singing alone in the corner just now.
Joy? Happiness? Wanting to provide a soothful experience to the cat that you were petting?
I didn't want to hold everyone back. And I really wanted to help everyone have a great performance at the ceremony.
Yeah, I'm trying, as I'm so behind, I'm trying to do things not necessarily in proper, but release order is what I was kind of thinking that would help me understand things better and make sure I don't miss anything. And obviously I wanted to do all the events in release order as well, but some of them are just like combat or, you know, fun little mini game type events. And it would take too long to do all of those in proper order in addition to doing the main story. So any events that have like proper story content like this, I'm doing in order, but all the other events, I'm just gonna have to save those till later, and I'll get as many astrites as I can out of them at a later date. So.
Then hold on to that feeling. Let's rehearse again. You don't have anyone sitting in on your rehearsals, do you?
No.
Well, I guess it's the time to start. We will sit in on your rehearsals.
Well then, the laureate and I will be the first to hear you perform.
Exactly. Let the choir sing. Oh, and look at that. We are absorbing the frequencies. Songs of the old days. Songs from the past are sung once more. However, the choir's performance seems to have encountered some trouble, as their pure voices are drowned by the chattering crowd.
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage, with the Poet Society leading them. Looks like it's a ceremony of some kind. It sounds like
a song to glorify the Order's reign.
On the surface, yes. The Order certainly upheld Raguna's prosperity and stability. The poets, praised for their songs to honor the Sentinel, earned the Order's favor. Despite their banishment, their work still serve the Order's cause today. But this, my friend, doesn't strike the right chord we need to follow. Simply knowing the Order once stood with the poets doesn't reveal the true reason behind their banishment.
It does not. Why were they banished if they were connected? No, for you see... Inspiration number 2. A triumphant victory song for the knights.
It sounds like a song celebrating the knights who defeated the Tacit Discords at Whisperwind Haven. Wait. Someone's approaching the stage.
Degenerates! Arrogant! Hypocrites, every last one of you!
Oh.
You have no idea what happened! Not at all! Has the Order reduced our sacrifices to mere tales to be told over tea? The Sentinel's blessing!
He is angry.
Where were you when we fought the Tacit Discords at Whisperwind Haven? Where were any of you? Where was the Sentinel? We didn't fight for the Sentinel or for the damned Order. We fought for ourselves.
Oh.
You're nothing but hypocrites.
This is madness. Who is this madman? Someone remove him from here immediately. Do not be deceived. All knights who rode into that battle wielded swords sanctified by the Order. They fought in the name of divinity.
Did they now? Have you done the 2.1 event story as well? I might have. I don't know which one that would have been. I might have.
Tell me, were they also sent to fight at Whisperwind Haven? I must see it for myself.
What a mess. I suppose this incident is what changed the Poet Society.
The cathedral's gate is open. We should leave now.
Strange. Why is this passageway so long? This is the same study I stumbled into in the Realm of Melodies.
I just looked it up real quick on the wiki. So version 2.1, if you're talking about the Old Man and the Whale event, I did do that. And I streamed it as well. I think it's in the playlist. It should be in the playlist of the Wuthering Waves stuff I did. I haven't finished it. I mean, I finished the story part of it. I haven't finished, like, the actual, like, grinding section, all the little things that you can do throughout the rest of the event. But as for the actual story part of that event, Old Man and the Whale, I did complete it. If that's which one you're talking about from 2.1, then yes. If it's another one, no. And I might not know which one you'd be talking about then.
Afternoon tea! Yes, please. Your tea and biscuits, miss. I'll reapply the medicine once you've finished. Next time, no more climbing walls. Understood?
It wasn't just for fun. I was trying to...
And this obviously is a young Ciaccona, or like a different version of Ciaccona or something.
There,
I don't know.
I understand. You've always been a curious child. You saw something terribly interesting and snuck out to take a closer look.
Wait. Is it raspberry? My favorite. Huh? Ow!
The fishing event with Phoebe and the Vault Quest, yes, I did. Both of those I did on stream.
Look at this. This book says the flower doesn't live long. But that's silly. I know it can survive the coldest of winters. Maybe one day, I'll become a great bard.
A great bard, you say?
Who never makes mistakes like this.
Miss, This study is a secret. You must never tell a soul. I understand. But I've always wondered, why do people say they're guilty? There are so many interesting poems and songs here. Why won't Father let me see them?
Oh, you'll understand when you're older, miss.
The common folk once criticized the Poet Society's works. The poets themselves then wondered if their creations were telling the truth.
Oh, what splendid singing! Even the laureate was enraptured.
Exactly. Splendid singing.
Racer did wonderfully.
She finally was able to join her voice with both of all of you.
Thanks to you, I figured it out.
You figured it out, huh?
Sincerity is what truly matters when we pray and sing praises to the Sentinel.
Yes. A hymn isn't just a few lines of history. It is shaped by your feelings and experiences. The hymn may differ in each person's eyes, but its resonance and meaning are universal. I hope you'll give the audience a spectacular performance on the day of the ceremony.
Wonderful. Ryza leaves to rehearse with the other children. After she leaves, Ciaccona starts asking... Well, okay, I didn't read that quick enough, I guess. Oop-de-doodle-doo.
So, what did you see in Ryza's melody?
The hymn's backstory.
The Poet Society was criticized for glorifying the knights over the common folk during one of their hymn performances. Their assumptions were challenged, so they traveled to the knights' encampment at Whisperwind Haven to verify the truth for themselves.
This incident may have been the turning point for the Poet Society. Did you find any other clues?
I strayed into a different melody again, and I met that same girl.
Next time we venture into the realm of melodies, perhaps we should tie our hands together to stop you from getting lost.
Just think of it as protagonist powers, you know? Getting lost is only truly useful if it helps progress things.
If the Order's choir is pointing us to Whisperwind Haven, then that's where we'll find more clues. Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Hey, onwards.
Perhaps here we shall find more information.
I've heard of
Oh,
these
it's
nights during my
ruins.
travels. This should be where their old encampment stood.
Their old
But there don't seem
encampment.
to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first.
Gotta absorb all of these. Get these all absorbed. Perhaps then... And where's... Ah. There's still more over here. I guess I didn't grab these. There we go. We have absorbed them all. Worn notes. Ha ha! Bravo! Let us sing another to this occasion. With Raguuna City behind us, at long last we've arrived where the knights once set camp. Oh, those marvelous knights living the way of Kolachi. We build bonfires at night and admire the windmills during the day. We play music and sing together under their turning sails. The townsfolk call us bonfire bards. When the windmills come to rest, we'd go chasing along the rivers and lakes. But above all these, there's nothing like flying across the field on a clear day. From the air, I glance down at this land wrinkled by time, sunlit blankets over the pillars of the night's collapsed ruins, where 1,000-year-old tree stands in its silent vigil, with its roots sprawling across the stone crevices as the wind carries me across the lake's surface. The reflections of the red roof tiles of the Egla town gleam and dance like pomegranate seeds scattered on top of a sheet of blue silk. The red-topped windmill overlooks the town, slowly turning and beckoning homebound travelers.
These bonfire poets were no doubt members of the Poet Society. The note says they had wandered the area looking for inspiration.
And it appears they looked for the inspiration here.
To find the melody, we should try to follow the route they once took.
Ah.
Perhaps inspiration will strike us along the way.
Perhaps. Well then, let us head to the spot. Bum 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 bum.
This was the last stop on their route. Oh, the view just now as we soared in the sky was just breathtaking.
Breathtaking indeed.
What is it? Has anything come to mind?
It's the wind.
Oh, yes. How did I miss that? The wind is the finest recorder of melodies.
What's my WuWa schedule looking like for 2.4 and onward? Funny you should say that. If all honesty, it's like lack of schedule. I wanted to do this quest 2 days ago, but I got busy. I end up getting busy. And so, because obviously, you know, I want to complete the story quest and whatnot in a single session so they can have like one VOD on my channel or whatnot. So occasionally it's like, okay, search up how long did this quest take some people. Oh, this is like 8 hours. Okay, try and find a time where I can dedicate 8 hours to playing the game straight and streaming it. It's very hard. But I am free for the next couple of weeks, obviously, like free, like not busy doing anything. So I'm hoping, I don't know about daily, because that would just probably stress me out, having to get excited to stream every single day, but I'm hoping to be more proactive with it. But as for an actual schedule, I don't really have a set time I start streaming, unless I need to have like a set time when I start streaming. I need to be more consistent and have times where just things would work. But unfortunately, I don't really have a set schedule. Probably most likely in the afternoon, at least my time. Like, I'm not afraid to dox myself here. It is 5 p.m. where I'm at currently right now in my part of the world. It's 5 p.m. So around this time works for me. I mean, I can start a couple hours before this time, and I can go for hours after this time. So typically around this time is probably when I'd end up being most likely to do it. But I also can do it in the morning if I force myself to wake up. It's just, I have not been consistent enough to set an actual schedule, even though I know I should. So probably would be best to set an actual schedule of some kind, because I could. If I really tried to work for it and work towards it, I could probably stream every day. Now, granted, they wouldn't be super long, like maybe 2 hours one day, 4 hours another day, 7 hours another day, like stuff like that. But I could stream every day if I put my mind to it. I just get lazy. But as for like schedule, I always, bare minimum, I try to put up, you know how it shows scheduled live stream on YouTube's end of things if you're gonna live stream soon, and it, you know, it has the thumbnail and the title. At bare minimum, I try to put those up an hour before I'm gonna go live. Occasionally, I'll do it 24 hours before I go live. So if you see one of those, typically that means I'm planning to stream unless something happens and my plans change. But I am very bad at keeping a set schedule, unfortunately. So that's my current schedule.
It rises from the primal, churning endlessly, echoing in our ears without end. I believe the melodies left by the Poet Society were witnessed by the wind, and it will carry them to us.
Yes, the melodies traverse through the wind.
Playing a tune, of course. I want to capture the mood they must have felt when they were here. I'm curious as to what they left behind.
I keep wondering where she pulls that out of. Like, I know it's probably her forte skill, and it pops up and whatnot. But it's like, the first time it happened, I was like, where do you pull that out of? Yeah, don't even worry. I mean, it's nice to have people here while I'm live, but don't worry. I have most of my VODs on YouTube for that very reason. A lot of the time, my VODs get more views than I do live anyway, so. That's just how it is when you're a smaller streamer, smaller creator. Ciaccona plays her instrument, the wind stirs, and, yeah, I should have started reading that. Oopsie.
By now. That lithograph with the Sentinel's true form. It has to be here somewhere.
Memories of Farrell.
Did that gentleman guide us intentionally? Who exactly was he? Backpack stuffed with papers claiming to be a common artist traveling in search of inspiration. Yet he spoke like a nobleman. But I can't afford to think about that now. If not for his help, we'd still be singing praises to a false sentinel.
Obviously, Farrell knew that the Sentinel the Order is trying to promote is fake. But now I'm more intrigued. Who guided him to learning that fact?
He's right. We cannot continue to sing for the Order anymore.
Very intriguing. Because they obviously then did not figure this out on their own.
We must enlighten the people of Raguna. They deserve to know the truth. The Knights of the Order defend only the Order's interests, and so the time has come for us to become knights for the people of Raguna.
It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well.
Indeed.
On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form. And this hidden lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth.
And here it is. Investigate.
Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw at Avenolium?
That it is. Was I a good horse? You were a good horse indeed. The majestic steed carved onto the lithograph looks the same as the Sentinel you saw before. Like twins.
So the poets were indeed banished for uncovering the Order's secrets. Even under interrogation, they held their silence. It wasn't until they met this mysterious man and learned the truth that they chose to become Knights of Raguna. Resentment and curses are not songs of their own style. As for the true mastermind, we still have no direct proof linking him to the Order. We must confront his lies and put an end to these daemon incidents.
That we must, Ciaccona. That we must.
Once the truth of the Golden Anthem at Imperator is revealed, it will no longer be just a matter of daemons. But is now the right time?
See, it feels like if we reveal it too soon, though, the Order is just going to silence it. I feel like there has to be a massive cataclysmic event of some kind that forces our hand and forces the Order's hand in the story. Because otherwise, we just try and reveal something like this now, even if the rover is the laureate, the Order will just cover it up. There has to be a massive, massive change all at once to be able to enable the opportunity to even share this information. Because without it, it's literally the, who's gonna believe you? Like,
the will of the people is strong. This mastermind is so sure that the lies about the Sentinel will go undiscovered, and that no one will easily believe the truth. The truth exists to be uncovered. All we need is to plant the seeds of doubt in the people's hearts, and let them take root and grow.
Yes. Let's get going then.
Indeed, let's get going.
We'll go back to Margarita's. It's where our story began, and it's where it must end.
The story begins and ends at the pizza place. Truly, truly an Italian region. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. Hello there, Margarita.
Miss Margarita!
I love her accent, Margarita's accent.
Well, hello. If it isn't Rover and Ciaccona.
The two of you already know each other.
Oh, Miss Ciaccona is a regular around here, you know. I've even asked her to perform a few times. Helps bring in the crowds.
See, just the way she says that in her accent, perform a few times? That was a terrible impression, but you know what I mean. Just the little intonation changes. I love the accent. I do. I love it. I love all the accents that they've chosen for the English voice actors for this region. Honestly, goated.
Actually, I've come to ask a favor of you today, Miss Margarita. I'm sure you've heard the rumors circulating lately.
Have you?
About the Poets Society's legacy. There's something important we'd like to share. Could you help us gather everyone?
Oh, are we trying to sow the seeds of discord immediately?
Not a problem at all. Did you make any big discoveries? I'm so curious about what actually happened. It's driving me nuts.
Margarita agrees to your request and begins to gather an impressive crowd. You and Ciaccona take your place on an impromptu stage, the curtain poised to rise.
Rover, we'll begin when you're ready.
Well, let's do it. I believe in you. The stage is set. You're back at Margarita's, ready to uncover the truth behind the daemons. But instead of announcing the truth, Ciaccona asks the crowd a few questions, claiming the answer will be revealed at the Odyssey Opera House in the following day. Your guess is she's trying to gather a bigger audience, and today is but a raise of the curtains.
The poets did board the Pilgrim sail, becoming the stars of their own final act. We all know how that tale ended. A great fire consumed the ship, dragging it to icy depths, and the poets of the Golden Anthem with it. But hear this. Banishment did not breed hatred in their hearts for our city, and the flames did not scorch a curse into their music or poems.
They did not.
If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children there still sing hymns written by the poets of the Golden Anthem. And yet, not a single daemon has appeared. Even as those poets faced their end.
They did not surrender to hatred.
As the fire filled the ship's cabins, they penned their last poems with death drawing near. Perhaps they were greeted by the Sentinel in their final moments. Or perhaps they fell silently toward death. If the poets truly meant to curse Ragusa, why would they write such obscure poems? Why not simply leave their works behind in Ragusa? No. Their last words were hastily written as the flames closed in.
They had to get their thoughts down before they were gone.
This charade, it was carefully crafted, twisting their work to conceal the truth. We already have... No.
You notice Ciaccona deliberating something.
Tomorrow, at the Odyssey Opera House, I will reveal the truth. Until then, I thank you all for your patience.
Ciaccona throws questions at the crowd, claiming the truth will be revealed on a larger stage tomorrow. You're trying to gather a bigger audience then, aren't you?
This is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
Wow, just pushing her aside, huh?
What do you mean by the truth? Did you discover something?
Discover something? I've known something all along. Your Sentinel has been a lie. The Order is lying to you. The Orders are frauds. Take them down! Revolution! Viva la... No, anyway.
The poets of the Golden Anthem, they were...
You were all told they were heretics. But... And look who shows up at just the right time.
Indeed.
Every
You've certainly
single
piqued everyone's curiosity.
moment.
The speech you made just now, you were implying the poets of the Golden Anthem were framed and their works deliberately misinterpreted.
Exactly. Someone used the story of the Golden Anthem to stir the public's curiosity. This is what created the daemons.
If memory serves, official records of the Order of the Deep state the poets were charged with blasphemy against the Sentinel.
Yes, but the real blasphemy against the Sentinel is the Order themselves.
Surely you're not suggesting this was all the Order's doing? I dare say, such remarks would be considered a grave crime, punishable by banishment.
That it may be.
Are you from a noble family? The city's elite have a habit of siding with the Order.
That face she's making. Oh, that's a face. Oh, okay.
I'm afraid you misunderstand. I admit, I do get that question quite often. I am but a traveling playwright.
Yeah, traveling playwright, he says, every single time, though.
Your presentation brings me back to a play I wrote in my youth.
Does it now?
A group of birds locked inside a cage. Convinced they will never fly, they do nothing but stand on a perch. Then, one day, the cage door opened. The young birds flapped their fragile wings attempting to fly, but plummeted to the ground, one by one. Many consider their fate a tragic one. What say you?
What say me, huh?
I see it differently.
Okay.
Even if they met their end falling into the abyss, they still had a chance to glimpse the sky and spread their wings.
And what of those who chose to remain in the cage, having witnessed their predecessors fall to their demise? Will they dare to reach for the skies after realizing the cost of choosing to fly? Does the truth exist to protect or to harm? That is the question.
See, every single time Cristoforo shows up, every single time, he words things like this and speaks to people like this and always tries to guide their perspective in some way. Like he's like, does this truth exist to protect people or is it to harm people? Like, perhaps this truth was covered up because if people knew it, it would be harmful for them. Like, he's playing devil's advocate sometimes. He's engaging in conversation that deliberately leads people to think down a certain route of thinking. And the people who can naturally do stuff like that in conversation are dangerous.
Miss Poet, I look forward to tomorrow's arrival.
Yeah, you notice him, don't you, Rover? He's always showing up at these crucial moments. And he also made Ciaccona sad, so... Ah, look who has showed up. Carlotta, my favorite! Carlotta! Oh! Lovely Miss Little Carlotta.
A splendid retaliation. I witnessed all of your performance.
Goodness, she's so radiant, she's glowing.
Like everyone present, I too eagerly anticipate tomorrow's arrival.
How's everything on your end?
As expected, the Order's fingerprints are all over it. According to our inside sources,
what have you discovered?
It was none other than acolytes from the Order who salvaged the poet's lost works from the wreckage. They've long known of their existence and hid the poems in the Order's library.
Did they now?
It's possible this was a sham all along. Choosing to make it public now likely means they're using those poems to obscure the real truth.
Because they know Rover met the real Sentinel, and they know that if Rover were to reveal that, you know, it would devastate things, so they're trying to get ahead of the curve. That's what they're doing, isn't it?
Now, considering the fact that the untraceable article first began circulating among poets, musicians, and playwrights alike...
They likely had an in, someone who started it, started sharing it.
I think it's fair to say its author is a regular of such secret circles. He may even be the resonator we've speculated about. His collusion with the Order is why these rumors are allowed to run rampant in the streets.
Because it's all intentional.
I'll have someone follow this secret circle's trail and see what we can find.
Splendid work!
We should also share these findings with Ciaccona. As a poet, her insights would be much appreciated.
That it would. You search around, but find no sign of Ciaccona. Okay.
That's strange. She was just there a moment ago.
She disappears after she talked to Cristoforo, and Cristoforo said all those things to guide you down a certain path of thinking a certain train of thought.
Just like when we were children. Gone without a trace.
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
When she and her family disappeared without even a goodbye.
Oh.
Ms. Margarita, have you seen Ciaccona?
Miss Ciaccona? She was squirreling off towards the harbor earlier. I thought that's where you were meeting, so I didn't say a word.
Well, it looks like our first trip is going to be to the harbor then.
She did look quite down, though. Never seen her wear such a gloomy face before.
Thank you for letting us know, Ms. Margarita.
Why don't we split up and look for her at the harbor?
That we shall do. Well, if I could not climb. I don't want to climb. I just want to go to the harbor. Earlier before, Ciaccona walked to the harbor.
The young birds left their cage, flapping frail wings as they fell to the ground.
I never thought his words would reach into the depths I sealed away so long ago.
Coming here implies you worry about tomorrow's outcome.
I told you. The way he speaks to convince people. He gets into their heads.
You intend to reveal the truth of the Sentinel to the public. But that revelation, it comes with a price. One you've paid before as a child. Remember?
Okay. We're gonna go back into this dark past, this dark history. The revelation. Was it her parents who got sent off on the Pilgrim sail? And that's why her family disappeared. Because she was the only one left.
The past.
And here I thought you'd be much wiser than this. You know the dangers of pilgrimage, yet you all still cling to the same reckless path. Tell me, what drives such stubbornness?
They found out the truth.
The truth has its thorns, and the Golden Anthem has already paid its price. Do you wish to relive their fate?
Cristoforo, the way you get into people's heads with the way you say things like this.
Is that what you're trying to tell me with your play? But you know nothing of how the Golden Anthem responded.
Allow me to share the answer, Sir Acolyte. Do you remember the very first voice from the heavens? The one the people of Rinascita kept alive in their hearts as they built their homes on this land? Surely you've seen The Golden Bough, yes? A play where people from various clans wear masks, singing and celebrating together. An occasion you now call Carnival.
The Golden Bough used this quality of life feature, an ancient epic poem of Rinascita. It pioneered blending various regional folklore with the tales of the Sentinel, including the first accounts of the Carnival's origins.
And what of it?
It is words and songs. We are not your enemies. What you face here is something that is hard to describe, something I call reverberation. It exists forever, and you can never defeat it.
You pitiful fool. Off to the seas of that reverberation you believe in so dearly.
The Order of the Deep seeks to banish us to the seas because they know they can't banish the truth.
Hear that? The bell they tolled. I will be the one to carry its sound forward.
Yeah, you won't be getting in Ciaccona's head, Cristoforo. You won't be getting in her head. Not happening.
The parallels, so striking. Just like the day the Poets Society boarded their sail. You, Ciaccona Toccata, blaspheming against the Sentinel.
Is it blaspheming if it's true? Many would say no.
So this is the resonance they babbled on about. After all these years, another group of fools is ready to march down the same path.
But seeing as Ciaccona is here with us now, that means she returned. Or...
Are there always those who believe the Sentinel is some damn horse? The poets were at least clever enough to hold their tongues, but you have the nerve to parade your blasphemy through the streets. Almost makes those poets look noble by comparison.
Is that so, Sir Acolyte? I do hope you dream of this sentinel of yours every night, then.
Okay. She is not holding back from them, is she?
Spare me your sarcasm, you insolent bard! You're nothing but a mouthy relic, the last of what remains of your wretched family. Do you not repent for your crimes?
Ah, so you've already tasted their fate, haven't you? You and your family, banished in the name of blasphemy. Such a dramatic turn of events. As cantors of the Sentinel, both the Toccata family and the Poet Society committed the same crime. Tell me, what is the connection between you and those poets?
Were those original poets part of your family? Or am I correct in assuming what I saw was you were heavily inspired by those poems and musical numbers that were stored away in secret in your father's study?
You're nothing but a figment of my imagination. None of this concerns you. It was a price we were willing to pay. We have no regrets.
Well, she has a strong conviction. That's good.
When I was a child, I lacked the ability to prove the Sentinel's true form. But now, with the inverted tower shifting and the prophesied laureate among us, I believe the opportunity has presented itself for the truth to be...
Opportunity. Indeed. The moment of choice dawns once more. Do you intend to repeat history? This time, dragging Rover along with you, boarding the pilgrim sail and clinging to hope as the storm carries you away.
You joke as if the rover would not be able to handle the pilgrim sail.
Isn't this what you're afraid of? You've unraveled the hand behind it all, but the Order will never allow such truths to see the light. Rover, Miss Carlotta, and all those you've gathered along the way will be forced to bear the consequences of your quest for the truth.
The Carlotta, the Montelli family has already gone against the Order. You think that a little more would truly harm them more than they've done so in the past?
And perhaps even that blessed maiden whose whereabouts remain a mystery to this day.
Ah, yes, the Blessed Maiden, who is, as we recall, overpowered as heck now. Yes, the Order can truly do something about her. Cristoforo, in his conniving little ways of trying to get into people's head, whether this is her imagination cooking it up through him as the medium, or if it is actually him through some frequency or resonance capability injecting these thoughts into her mind. No matter how it is, the way Cristoforo speaks every time with that,
Even so,
I don't like him.
Will you two still insist on stepping onto that stage tomorrow? Have you really made your choice? I look forward to the arrival of tomorrow, Miss Poet.
And the book falls to the ground. Oh. And that's where it lays.
Is this Ciaccona's sheet music? She was here. The vision I just saw seems to have been recorded from this.
Then where did she herself go?
Ciaccona mentioned she always writes down her melodies on manuscript paper. Could this be?
The title of this section?
The Golden Anthem?
Oh. We just got sucked in, didn't we?
An interrogation room. Being here reminds me of the many unanswered questions still hidden within these melodies. The girl in the Poet Society's study must have been Ciaccona when she was little.
I'm glad you finally figured that out on your own, Rover.
What happened last time was no accident. As the performer, her own melodies got entangled in the mix. But why was she there? And why are the Takata family and the Poet Society accused of the same crime?
Are they one in the same? Potentially? Or did they have heavy ties to each other? I mean, there's so many questions that I'm thinking of now, trying to piece together.
Thank you for understanding everything.
Oh. Are you talking to me?
Is there anyone else here besides you?
Interesting. So she recognized it. This didn't happen last time. You are Ciaccona, right?
You must have touched the Golden Anthem's music sheet. This is the story it holds.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to touch it means you're someone I can trust.
Okay. What secrets
I am
are about to be
yesterday's
unveiled to
child of
us?
Ignorance, the actor now on stage, and the banished sinner of tomorrow, Ciaccona Takata.
What really happened back then?
Let me tell you. The story of the Golden Anthem doesn't just belong to the Poet Society. It also belongs to me, Ciaccona Takata.
These tales belong not only to the members of the Golden Anthem, but also to Ciaccona Takata. You meet the little girl once more. She is neither of the past nor the present. She doesn't truly exist at all. She carries all of Ciaccona's stories, revealing the truth in this very place.
This is how it all started. A mysterious person showed the poets the truth about the Sentinel. Then they decided to become Knights of Raguena. Back then, besides the conductor, there were others who helped organize things. That was us, the Takata family.
Oh, so they were heavily involved with them. Okay, which makes sense.
It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep everyone safe, they gave my father a key to a study. Inside, there were papers that could have destroyed the Order, if anyone would even believe them in the first place. It was blasphemy, but my father didn't hesitate. He took the key right away.
Was the fire on the Pilgrim's Sail really an accident? I don't believe so. I don't think it was.
As you've already seen, I was also banished. You've probably heard a lot about the Pilgrim's sail from Brant. Usually, the food and water in those ships aren't enough to get the people where they need to go. Even if they made it, the cold would get them. But on that ship, the Order made sure there was nothing.
Oh.
No food, no water, nothing. And there were only 3 fools on board.
See, the Order does stuff like this. Cruel things like this. And they truly want the people to believe that they are the bastion of prosperity, the salvation for the land. Really?
As for the fire, the poets started it themselves.
They wanted to go out in one final blazing glory, huh?
In the past, everyone thought they were brilliant cantors. But inside, only they understood how fake and arrogant all their poems and music really were. In their last moments before death, the poets just wanted to leave something real behind. But it was so cold out at sea, and wood for fire was already running low. So they set the cabin on fire, and met their ends in the flames.
Fire and drowning have to be the 2 worst ways to go. Because think about it, drowning, you're most of the time, you're conscious. You can imagine, you can feel, because you have, your body involuntarily forces you to breathe. So you breathe in water. And you can feel it entering your lungs. Because you can feel all that. So drowning, terrible way to go. But fire, you're getting the smoke. You're inhaling the smoke. You feel the smokes hit your lungs, and the heat singes the exterior of your flesh. And you can feel all of that. Because it takes a while until the heat from the fire burns away your outer nerves so you can no longer feel that. For the first part of that, you feel all of that pain. The 2 worst ways to go, I swear.
In the world they dreamed of, poets would no longer be shackled, and everyone could sing freely. That was their wish for the future when the curtain fell. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing inferno shall forge Raguna's true gold. But the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends. So they went to salvage the ship's wreckage.
And that's where they found those poems and the things they had wrote before they lit themselves ablaze. So the poets, though, had given their legacy to the Kokata family. That's why there was that whole room that Ciaccona was wandering into earlier, reading all those poems and stuff, questioning why they were banished as heretics.
The Golden Anthem gave my father the key. At first, he wouldn't let me near it because I was too little. It wasn't until my mother, my uncle, and the rest of my family were one by one escorted onto Pilgrim's sails. Then, it was his turn. I still remember the day he handed me the key. The smile on his face.
Don't see it as a burden, my child. Remember, true courage isn't hiding it away in your heart. Raise it like a torch, just like the sun, so it can light the way for others. Only this kind of courage can rid your father of the cowardice he showed toward you and your mother. Never forget, you are a Takata.
Father wanted to tell everyone. So the Order put him on a pilgrim sail with the same charges. And that was the last time I saw him. Later, after I became a wandering bard and poet, I started to feel what was in the melodies of the poets and my ancestors. A sincerity like none other.
Goodness, her story is terrible. That's just terrible. The Order just truly comes across as absolutely malicious, a malicious organization. Like, there's no other way to phrase it. Like, every single thing they've done up until this point in time, just truly just radiates maliciousness. There seems to be no benevolence, no mercy, none of that. They just truly, every action they take.
I wrote songs, weaving the stories my father and the poets discovered into musical scores. But what awaited me was the Order's banishment. The Poet Society and our family could never prove whether the Sentinel's form is really that of a celestial steed. All we could do was hold on to our suspicions and the possible truth, waiting for someone to prove it. Now that someone has come, he has reached the inverted tower.
That's the rover, baby! All right! Anyway,
Now, I have that choice again. Do I reveal the truth? Always worrying about my next meal, wandering from place to place, being chased by acolytes. I'm used to it. But this time, I have you and my friends with me.
That's right.
I can't let you all repeat my fate.
And we aren't gonna let you down.
If we step onto that stage tomorrow, the Order will not stand idly by. He might even come after you and Carlotta.
Pardon my French, but fuck the Order.
Like I said, the truth exists to be uncovered. I've made my choice. And once everyone hears the truth, I believe no one will question the choices you all made in the past.
That's right.
There are hints of the sea inside Ciaccona's melodies. You should take greater pride in being a poet.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything. Let's open the doors. I hope this time, the story ends differently.
End the current story. Ooh, whoa. Glitchy. So how are we going to end this? How are we going to bring the Order to ruins? There must be a way.
This song. It's the one she performed last time. The melody is the same, but why does it sound so sad this time?
It's a different rendition. Music can carry the emotions of the person who's currently playing it. Perhaps there's something weighing her down in this very moment. Oh, cutscene, cutscene.
So, Miss Poet, have you made your decision?
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame.
Come on now.
Soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
Oh, she's crying.
I know what you're thinking. You're worried I might end up on the same path you did. Go on.
All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise get our wings.
Oh.
Follow your heart. I'll be with you. Till the end.
That's right, we're taking down the Order.
A penniless bard and the laureate roving in a foreign land. Together, we rise up against the Order of the Deep itself.
That we do.
But as long as the seeds of doubt are planted, the kindling in Raguna will eventually ignite to forge its true gold. There! Now how's that for a story worth telling?
Just like A Knight's Tale.
Speaking of which, have you ever read that novel? It's about a knight on a quest to challenge a giant in the name of justice. The knight is also accompanied by a squire. Time after time, they throw themselves at the seemingly invincible giant. I am no Montelli, acolyte of the Order of the Deep, or Knight of Raguna.
But
still, I shall lead the charge. Yahoo! Mount up, Sir Knight. To battle we go!
To battle we go indeed. Reveal the truth on stage between this time. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, then we are going to travel there first, and then I will change the time. Ha ha ha. And this truly is a grand stage at the city square, which we shall be revealing this all. All right. And between 12 and 16. Okay. Change it to that time. Time change. Current time. And let us reveal the truth. Are you ready, Ciaccona? We're about to do this. Have you resolved yourself? Is your will strong? Is your mind steady?
As the forgotten songs rise once more, a tale of the past I shall tell. This is the story of those who were accused of blasphemy. What? They were once poets, singing songs for the divinity and the order. This is how their music became known to all. Until one day, they stumbled upon a truth that could not be proven. The Sentinel, whom we've always revered, is not what they seem.
The Order hath lied.
The true divinity granting us blessings is a majestic celestial steed that gallops across the high seas and soars through the skies.
Well, let's also fix the truth. Technically, they don't exist anymore in the sense that they originally were the horse. It's not there anyway. Technicalities.
And the teachings in our scriptures? Lies. Lies told to us by the Order. Ask yourselves this. Why would Imperator, who once sent Renacita voices from the heavens, allow their people to suffer aboard those pilgrim sails?
Because the pilgrim sails were truly human creations.
How could poets who once sang the praises of the Sentinel come to curse and resent Renacita, a land they loved so much? People of Renacita, have you ever wondered why the Order forbids us from seeing their earliest scriptures?
Ooh, calling them out.
Why did none of the fools that boarded the pilgrim sail ever thank the Sentinel?
Ooh. The acolytes are making their moves. We gotta silence them. What? I love sometimes when the game glitches and it has funny things like that.
Yet lately, they seem to have vanished from our dreams. Why is that?
Big bold text. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Ciaccona Toccata, in the name of Imperator and Primus Fenrico, you are hereby under arrest. You will face the full weight of the law at the Order Penitentiary.
Not if Rover has anything to say for it. I'm sorry.
Is that so? And what are the charges this time, if I may ask?
Blasphemy!
Oh, the same old tricks again. Is this how the Order intends to keep the truth hidden?
They can't hide it forever.
Save your empty words for your confession to the Sentinel.
Confession to the Sentinel, huh? Well. That's right.
Damnation. She's not working alone!
Farewell, Sir Acolyte. Oh, and just a little tip for you. Keep your eyes on the audience below. Let's see how much of the Order's hypocrisy these empty words can unveil. I have faith. The music of the Golden Anthem will one day echo across Raguna's skies again.
That's right. Now we have to take them down in even more spectacular fashion. Oh, the sun beaming through the branches. This game, this game makes it hard to forget, but it is so beautiful.
A masked hero suddenly appeared, rescuing the bard right when she was about to be apprehended by the Order.
Sounds like the perfect story to use for your new song.
But that's a story for another time.
Ah, that golden glow.
You know what this means for you, right?
Ah, they can't touch me.
Even with a mask on, people will still recognize the laureate.
They can't touch me. I've told you, I'd stand by your side.
I'm now a wanted criminal by the Order.
So, I guess that makes us partners in crime? You find that so hilarious, do you?
Now this is what a real poet, no, wait, a real knight is supposed to be. Well then.
Well then. Every time she brings that out, I'm like, where was that? I know it's like the forte skill, but at the same time, it's like, where were you hiding that? Ah.
This room
is our final stage. Now, it's your turn to step onto it.
You will witness a different world.
You arrogant hypocrites!
Led by curiosity and wonder, you step forward.
I am the gentle sea breeze, sweeping through Whisperwind Haven and towards Raguna's high walls.
Well, have you decided on your answer? I look forward to the public trial.
Perhaps our fates are not so different after all.
Perhaps they are not.
It is time, sinner against the Sentinel.
But you...
I will continue to sing.
As long as there are those who breathe and see.
My eternal summer will never fade.
Oh, and that artwork is beautiful. Ah, so beautiful. And thus, she has created her own story.
Do you feel it? the breeze from Whisperwind Haven. You can even catch the faint scent of wet grass. Next thing you know, maybe an apple will fall on our heads. Or maybe a big grey wolf will leap out and chase a squirrel down a rabbit hole.
Maybe. You never know. Are you concerned about something?
Thank you, Rover.
Don't thank me. It was a given.
I don't have the Blessed Maiden's miracles, nor the powers of a hero. I'm just a wandering bard. The only thing I can offer is to immortalize this moment. I will carry all the stories about you with me.
Aww.
By the way, I met a man at Margarita's who claims to be a playwright.
Cristoforo? Yeah. I don't like his mind games. I don't like it. I've met a playwright before as well.
I'm not entirely sure who he really is, but my guess is that he might be the Resonator who's been working with the Order.
Well, actually, yeah, because we saw him with the Fraxidus. And then we also saw another member of the Fraxidus with the Order. Damn, yeah. I'm putting those details back together in my mind, because, like, I guess I just, like, saw them and was like, oh, yeah, that's a thing that happened. But no, if I actually stop and think, we saw Cristoforo with Fraxidus members, and we've seen the Fraxidus with the Order. So they're all colluding. They're all colluding behind the scenes. Even if they maybe potentially have different goals from each other, they are all colluding together. I'll keep that in mind.
Here, you can have this music sheet. I'm heading off on a new mission.
You are? What kind of mission?
An escape mission. Starting today, I'm no longer just a wandering bard. I've got the Order hunting me now. A journey like this, it's begging to be written into a story.
Well, I'm sure we could figure something out. You know, maybe you don't need to put... I don't know.
Don't you worry. I still remember our promise.
Okay.
About the song I wrote you. We will meet again, and I'll sing it for you, I swear.
Well, then I will hold you to that promise.
After all, we're partners in crime now.
Oh. And the apple falls. Oh, hello.
Primus, it seems your plan has not gone quite as you'd hoped.
So this dude. Okay, well, my earlier conjecture from remembering past events was truly the case. Yes, Cristoforo is colluding with the Order. Yay. That explains his mind games and his tricks and his ways of forcing people to go down certain thoughts of thinking with his discussions and rhetoric. Because that's basically the same thing the Order does as well.
You sought to revive the Blasphemous Poets Society, spreading their legacy to stoke the fires of prejudice, and through my aid summon daemons to sow fear across Raguna City.
I care not for labels of good or evil. My only care is Raguna's order and chaos.
Oh.
Fear is but one tool among many to maintain stability.
Fear is the one you chose. Out of all the other ways to maintain stability, you chose fear. that truly speaks volumes about who you are as a person.
Ah, truly the words of one in possession of great power. Such lines are rare, even in plays. And yet, why do you seem so restless, Lord Fenrico? This is hardly the character I expected from you. Is it that foreign laureate that unsettles you so? Or perhaps that insignificant Toccata girl? Or is it something else you seek?
Out of respect for our partnership, some things are better left unsaid.
Of course. As you will, Lord Fenrico.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I already knew that they were bad because just how they acted, but what are they truly scheming? What is the magnitude of their schemes behind the scenes? Because it couldn't have just been this. There has to be a reason they're doing all these small little schemes. There has to be some greater grand goal.
You were the one who led the Poet Society to that lithograph, weren't you?
Oh, plot twist after plot twist. Cristoforo. Wait, so Cristoforo was the one who led him to that. Cristoforo, as the playwright, wants to create a memorable story, a memorable play. So he's playing both angles to move the chess pieces, the pawns. Is that it? Maybe I have too much speculation going on right now with not enough information to properly put a speculation out there.
I've heard whispers of your presence at Whisperwind Haven around that time. Whenever you were asked, you claimed to be seeking inspiration.
Seeking inspiration by being the mastermind behind the story? that would be a plot twist.
Why are you doing this?
Maybe he's just a little crazy. All the enemies in this game seem to have a little level of cuckoo to them, so I'm like...
As you said yourself, out of respect for our partnership, some things are better left unsaid. There was no deception. Indeed, I was seeking inspiration. In the end, I found a story about birds in a cage.
And just who are you referring to, potentially, when you say birds?
The birds, having uncovered the truth, must decide. Will they choose to fly into the unknown, or remain caged within the familiar? Lord Fenrico, a word of reminder. Just as the young Toccata mentioned, how long has it been since you last dreamed of your true divinity?
Ooh, even Cristoforo's calling him out, though. Because we know the Order's lying out their teeth.
Armed with a wooden spear and a broken helmet, the knight charged at the windmill. His squire, ever loyal, trailed close behind as if becoming one with the knight. Together they charged again and again, true knights in spirit, ignoring the countless wounds they bore.
Hey, you left your suitcase thing there, or was that not yours? I don't... Okay. Anyway.
Truly astonishing. Even if you took such a script, what could you possibly accomplish? Hecate.
Hecate? Is that a hidden name for him, or... okay. See, sometimes this game throws things at you that makes me wonder, was I not paying attention earlier? But... wow, quest complete. Okay. So that was ending 1. So there's other endings. There's ending 2 and ending 3. Additional sections. I see. So, relive the story and explore branching endings here. Got it. Each chapter has multiple endings. Complete each of them to obtain extra rewards. Okay, so we obviously completed that first one and that one. So, replay story, replay from choices. Okay, I remember where this was at the scale. So, inspiration. So, obviously, I can't do all of these this stream because it takes time for them to fully recharge. But we'll do some of them. I'm down with that. So, let's do, for the first one, this inspiration. Who could want me dead? Yeah, because they want to silence the people who know the truth. But who wouldn't want everyone to know the truth?
Maybe because you went to Avenolium and uncovered some of the truth the Order is desperate to hide. It will take a lot more than that to even leave a scratch on you.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps they're having someone else do their dirty work. That just makes finding the one pulling the strings a top priority.
You feel what happened at the restaurant wasn't a random attack, but what matters now is finding whoever is responsible for it. I see. So obviously the first ending that we played is basically the true ending, and these are just different endings, or... Because the first one, I assume, is this one that's in gold, but let's see. Songs of the Olden Days. We can replay this one. This is a cathedral that's on choir and stage with the poets. It looks like a ceremony of some kind. It sounds like... We obviously chose these first two. What else could it possibly sound like? Nothing but pointless noise.
Banished and forever stripped of the right to sing for the Sentinel and the Order. That much is true. The Order's records say as much. But there's still something missing. If such an important melody is lost, we won't be able to find the link between the poets and the Order.
It's all over. But the more you stare at the empty stage, the more you feel a crucial melody is missing. Okay. I actually kind of like how we're getting more little tidbits of information through this. Okay, so obviously we had chosen those. In these last two, we have 2 left on each. So, should I choose one ending from each of these, one additional ending from each of these? Or should I fully complete part 3? That is the question. Because obviously this takes 24 hours to regenerate, and I'm not going to stream. I'm not going to stream just, you know, the last 2 sections. So I wonder, should I do one different ending of this and one different ending of part 4 and 3, or should I just complete part 3? That's the question. You enjoyed my speculations? Well, I'm glad someone does. Sometimes I can get a little crazy. I try and piece things together based on what I've seen, but I'm not as much as I love lore, I am definitely not like a super deep lore person. There's a bunch of content creators that I specifically watch for that I love how they explain things. But I definitely try to piece together certain aspects of what I'm experiencing through the game to speculate what I think could possibly be the answer. Now, obviously, some of them are, you know, pretty easy to guess because of just how the story has been set up thus far. But other times, it's like, did I miss a critical piece of information somehow or something? Because this doesn't line up, this doesn't make sense, and then it gets revealed, or it doesn't get revealed. So, my speculations can sometimes be out there. And yes, the text glitch, I was like, because when that showed up, it literally was just text, and I was like, what? Oh, okay. New glitch, never happened before. You know, no matter what game it is, and it only happens when I'm streaming, oddly enough. But no matter what, I always get these weird glitches in every single game I play. It always happens at least once, and it's always when I'm streaming. Very weird. It's very weird. I think probably I'm going to do one of part 3 and one of part 4, because I only have the 2 remaining, and then the remaining 2 endings from both of these I will just end up doing in my own time, because I'm not going to obviously stream that section. So, they did not surrender to hatred. I remember this. So obviously we'll just choose second inspiration. The great fire burned everything to ashes.
A fire, seemingly forged from the depths of hell, destroyed everything, leaving nothing but ash behind. And so, their work too was swallowed in the flames? That doesn't quite add up. If hellfire was all that remained from the Pilgrim's sail, then could they really have been trying to curse Raguna? If that were the case, well, shouldn't the curse have come true?
The ship's fire burned everything to ashes, and the last work was brought back by the daemons from hell. And we shall replay part 4. As we remember this, the Order wasn't afraid. They didn't want loose ends, so they went to salvage the ship's wreckage. The poets had given their legacy to the Takahata family. But another thing that we can learn is those poems were already cursed. Were they?
Is that what you think? Well, that's one way to look at it. But it wasn't ever the poet's intent to curse Rinasita.
It doesn't seem like it ever would have been their intent, no?
No. It was the Order and others who cursed their works, then deliberately spread them as forbidden works to the public. But why? If their aim was to silence you for knowing the truth about the Blessed Maiden and Imperator, it was a clumsy attempt.
Clumsy attempt indeed, huh? But maybe they have other motives.
Monsters breed fear. And perhaps fear is exactly what the Order of the Deep and this puppet master want to see.
He did say he rules through fear.
We've become pawns in
Fenrico.
Fenrico's and this puppet master's game. The more I think about it, we too have become the very ones to curse Rinasita.
The Order and the mastermind behind it all were the true ones who put the curse on those poems. All right, well that was great. Obviously, as unfortunate as it is, I cannot do the third option in both part 3 and 4 because I have to wait 24 hours to have that redeemed. But... And we got these wonderful completion rewards for ending 2, the cursed poems. Though ending 3, I'll just have to do on my own time, because it'll be 24 hours. I have to wait 24 hours minimum. So obviously, I cannot include that in this stream. But to answer your other question about Hecate, if you recall, that was the entity's name that Frolova summoned in the 2.0 finale. Thank you. Okay, I knew it sounded familiar, but see, and that's what I'm saying. There's so many things. I mean, also, it sounded familiar because Hecate is it's a Greek goddess. That's the name of a Greek goddess. But it's... Yeah. Wonderful Wuthering Waves wiki here. Okay. Well, I'm not going to spoil myself by reading any more of that. But, okay, yeah, that... See, and that's what I say. There's so many moments where I'm like, oh, was I just not paying attention? Because there's so much information, and of course, it doesn't help the fact that I am trying to, at least, speed run everything through the main story, because obviously I'm so far behind on everything, and I want to catch up. So I'm doing all of these in quick succession to each other. So it's definitely a lot for me sometimes to take in. But, yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Yes, Hecate. That was who Frolova summoned in 2.0. Okay. Okay, well, this certainly has been great. Obviously, all these other events. And I wanted to mention it again. Yes, the Old Man and the Whale event, I did do that. As you can see, I've claimed most of it. I finished the story part of it. I just haven't finished, you know, the extra stuff that you can do in it. The extra fishing achievements you need to finish, because as much as I love fishing minigames, this one takes a long time, and I'm trying to speedrun the story first. So once I'm done speedrunning the story, I'll probably go back to some of these and do them. Like, heck, I can even go back here. The Somnium Labyrinth here, I have only gotten 760 out of the full 1,200 you can possibly get out of this one, too. I only did the story part of it, because that was basically 1.4. I didn't do anything past the main story part of it because I've just been trying to speedrun everything. So, That's probably how I'm going to be doing events currently, is if it has story, I'm going to get the story part done and then move on. And if it doesn't have story, like I'm pretty sure one of these, like it was either the Banners Never Fall or the Title Defense one. I don't know which one it was. Maybe it was multiple, but these ones that have no story, that are just gameplay, I'm going to skip them as much as I hate to do those. As much as I'd love to do those in proper order, I'm probably just going to skip those so I can keep up with catching up with the story. Yeah, so, and definitely when I'm planning to potentially make another video about the 2.0 region as a whole that's more well edited, that covers, you know, doing all the story and then after doing the story trying to 100% the region, because I know I've mentioned it in the past, but I will showcase my characters here again. My main team is Jinshi, Yinlin, Shorekeeper, because Jinshi and Yinlin, for those who don't know, I started playing Wuthering Waves when it first released, and then I stopped playing because at the time I had no time and I was super busy, and there were a couple bugs in the game that really affected my experience on my computer. But I had already pulled for Jinshi and Yinlin and got them both, so they're the only characters I had built up. And then I got Shorekeeper earlier when I came back to the game, and I finally pulled her. And I even have a pulling video out on that, a compilation video of the pulls from the stream I ended up doing that from, where I had a real fun time with those pulls. And then I have Carlotta here, because, well, she, at least right now, is my favorite character. But funny story about her, back when I wasn't playing the game, I simply saw her design drip marketed on Twitter. I logged back into the game, topped up, and pulled for her based on the design. At that point in time, I hadn't even done the 1.1 story in the game. I had not even done the 1.1 story in the game. I saw her drip marketed, and I had to have her on my account, even if I wasn't playing. Terrible financial decision that was, but I got her. And then I also just got severely lucky.
While the moon cycles,
when Ayuno was running on Banner, I pulled her and got her in 110 pull. And I don't have her weapon or anything, but I got extremely lucky and got her in 110 pull. And then 30 pulls later, on the next banner, I got Chisa. So I was extremely lucky. I also have Chisa's weapon. Like, I got really lucky for her. So I have Chisa. But I definitely am going to need to save up a lot and grind as much as I can, because obviously I didn't check out the 3.0 special program because, you know, spoilers, I haven't checked that out, but I did look at specifically what banners we're going to be rerunning. It's Cardathea. I have to get Cardathea. There is no, I'm going to try. I'm getting Cardathea. Then Cardathea, Ciaccona, and Chisa apparently are a really good team together. So obviously I'm going to try and get all them. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Two characters and 2 weapons to try and get on this upcoming banner, but you know, whatever. But I also want Linnae. I really want Linnae. Literally, my dress-up resonator. Yeah, I want Linnae. I could maybe skip her weapon and wait for her rerun to get the weapon, but I want Linnae. So that's 3 banners. But we're not done. We're not done. No. Mornay. I want her. And I already have, you know, right here. So maybe I should try to get her weapon, because she's rerunning in 3.0's second half too. But if I'm getting Ayuna, well, you know who pairs really well with her in a team comp? Augusta. So maybe I should get Augusta then as well. So I'm like, do I try and pull all 6 characters and 6 weapons in 3.0? Like, even with the pulls I have saved up right here, 12k right here, 16 here, that ain't gonna be enough. And like, I'm not afraid of topping up if I need to, but like, the amount I would have to top up for that is so excessive that like, and especially because it's all at once. So definitely the plan is to get all of them. Now, will I be able to get all of them? Unless I'm extremely lucky, no. I know that for a fact already. But I for sure am going to try. But until then, my main team is still Jinchi Yinlin Shorekeeper, because they're the only team that I've leveled up, have their weapons, and like leveled up their skills, and they have not the best, but semi-decent echoes on them. So like I can't do endgame content or anything to get pulls, to get the Astrite, because I don't have enough well-built teams to actually do all that, which is a shame. So, you know, definitely maybe should try to get some that are good. But yeah, I left in 1.1 and that, so yeah, I'm definitely, as you mentioned, I'm definitely mainly going to be focusing on the first rerun is going to be Cardathia and Ciaccona. So I can pair with Chisa, because I already have the Jinchi Yinlin Shorekeeper team, and it may not be the best team, but it's one team, and I then need to get a second team. So I'll get that as my second team, and if I somehow get super duper lucky and get enough pulls, then I'll make a third team, which will end up being the Augusta Ayuno team. And I don't know what team Lene would go on, but I definitely want to get her. So she could maybe just be in my roster as a potential fourth team in the future sometime. But I really just want her because she's basically a Gyaru. She's my dress-up resonator. Like, I want her. I want her. That's how these dang gacha games get you, kids. That's how these dang gacha games get you. And I mean, not to bring up another game, but with Zenless Zone Zero's 2.5 patch just around the corner as well, because I play that game as well and I enjoy it as well. That's a big patch, and there's a character there that I already know I'm going to top up for, and that's in the same month. So I have 2 gacha games that I'm probably going to have to spend a lot of money on, and they're both in the same time period. I am cooked. I am cooked, fellas. I am cooked. So, you know, I probably won't get them all unless I get severely lucky. And if I get severely lucky, oh, you can bet I'd make a video out of that. But yeah. Anyway, I have rambled. This was a great story. I mean, obviously, storytelling wise, the story itself, it was very good. I'd probably give it, you know, a decent 7 or 8 out of 10, if I'm being honest. Now, story presentation, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be the same quality as, say, the main stories, because obviously they presented it as only an event. And I mean, I liked those still scenes where it had the text on the side and it was just you discovering it through artwork. Obviously, you know, not the same presentation as a main story quest because it was only an event. But I was happy with it. I liked it. Overall, you know, still a 7 or 8 out of 10. Not bad. But it definitely pales in comparison to the story presentation of the main patches.
It would be my honor.
And I'll say it again, the double number patches have been my favorite. The 1.1 story and the 2.2 story so far have been my favorite main story patches in Wuthering Waves. The 1.1 and the 2.2 stories. So we'll see if any of those in the future can top it, if I really like them, or just how they handle overall storytelling-wise. But yeah, I'd say, at least for this section of things, that would be it. You know?
May I pray for anything specific?
So I'll transfer it over here. Hello. No more game on the screen. I know. Drastic, you get to see me in all my glory. Look at me, huh? Anyway, not to be narcissistic here. But yeah, I'd say for this part of the stream, that should end it, because obviously I only wanted to cover this Ciaccona part of the story in this quest. I am going to be checking out Solaris Seaside Story, which is the fan event with all the artwork and animations and I think potentially like music, fan-created music. I am going to be watching that and reacting to that basically immediately after the stream ends. On the Twitch side of things, it's going to be the same live stream, but on YouTube, for you who are watching on YouTube, if you want to check out the reaction, I am going to be streaming it on YouTube as well, but I'm going to be doing it on a separate live stream, on a separate VOD, because copyright. And I don't want this whole VOD where I was just playing the game to get copyrighted, because the last time I watched the other reaction to the other Solaris story, it copyrighted my whole entire VOD. So I don't want that to happen again. So yeah, I'm going to be ending this stream, at least on YouTube, and starting up another stream for that reaction. And then if I'm still up for it after that, like I still feel like I have enough energy and motivation after that, then we will start the 2.4 main story immediately and try and grind that. Only if I still feel I have enough energy after, you know, this. But at least for this stream on YouTube, I'm going to call it. For everyone who watched the VOD, didn't catch it live, thank you very much. It's always great to have people watching these and commenting down below, explaining things that I maybe have missed. If you'd like to check out some of my other reactions to other gacha games, other anime-style games, upcoming games, and not only that, but playthroughs of many of these games, a like and a subscribe would be greatly appreciated. But for now, once again, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, YouTube. Bye.